Yeah, Preston, the court documents say the 38-year-old driver, who we're not naming tonight because he hasn't officially been charged, he stopped taking his medication about 8 years ago, despite being in another crash and having other seizures. He was booked into the King County Jail for vehicular homicide and assault for failing to take medicine that could have prevented all of this. New details from court documents take a closer look into what caused this deadly crash off International Boulevard in SeaTac. Family members identified the victim as 56-year-old Jacqueline Austin. She was waiting at a nearby bus stop heading to work at Costco.
All of a sudden, I heard this undefinable sound, but it was loud and piercing, and I obviously will never forget it.
The King County Sheriff's Office said the driver had a seizure and lost control. According to court documents, he told deputies he, quote, has been diagnosed with epilepsy since the age of 11 and had not taken his medication since 2015. He also told deputies he knows driving as an epileptic who is unmedicated is dangerous, and said his most recent seizure was 3 months ago, but later told deputies it was 8 months ago and crashed into another vehicle due to having a seizure while driving.
Jackie is not just a one dead, she's not a one injured. She was a woman, a delightful human.
And according to those court documents, there was a passenger inside the vehicle at the time of the crash. She told deputies at the scene that she tried to stop the driver. She tried to steer the car, pull his foot off the gas pedal. He was stiff. His bail is currently set at $75,000. Live in Seattle, Hannah Knowles, KOMO News.
Vacant building fires, overdoses, and assaults have taken their toll on Seattle firefighters.
Impacts our morale in the fire department. Our firefighters want to know people are listening, people are paying attention. We are taking the necessary steps so we don't have to go to encampments 12, 13, 14,000 times a year. We don't have to respond to 5,000 overdoses in a year.
That plea from Seattle Fire Chief Harold Scoggins comes as he acknowledges his staffing numbers have dropped. By every metric, his department is strained. A rise in encampment fires, ODs, and scenes with violence. Vacant building fires have also skyrocketed. And he says that increased workload burned out some of his veterans.
It's a tough landscape out there.
Scoggins told the Seattle Council this week he's down 125 people and remains hopeful a new class starting training this week will outpace retirements over the next few months, and that he still holds a waiting list of future candidates.
But it's no easy task. I mean, just because you're on a list, then you have to do your physical abilities test. Then we have to do a background. We have to do a medical. We have to do a psych. Then we have to start to get you ready to just walk on the drill court on day one. That's when the real work begins.
That's why he cautions Seattle's council and mayor need to address the public safety challenges that led to the departures.
Well, we need the landscape to change a little bit. We need to have treatment centers where if someone does decide to make that decision and they can, want to change their life, we should have some place to take them.
Until then, and a change in some of the fire codes, Scoggins says the challenges will likely remain. In Seattle, Chris Daniels, KOMO News.